Alright, so kicking off this video, we have the best boost on all of Insertion. I have to give credit to SimpleBonsai for this one. I'll put a link to his video in the description. I had to start the video with this boost even though I didn't find it myself, because it's just crazy. I have played well over 100 Insertion games in the past week since it got released in matchmaking, and I have not seen one person in this position. I just found it on his YouTube channel yesterday, so use it while it's still fresh. Next, I have the first solo boost onto store. This one I have to give credit to Gallon of Mayo. I found it on his channel first, along with a lot of other cool movement that I can't do, but if you're skilled at KZ, you should check out the link in the description to his video. Next up, we have a second variation of this that I found on a guy named MagnusGaming's channel. This one's pretty cool. It's a little harder to do. That part of the jump is hard just because there is a branch that can get in your way, but the second part, getting on top of the co-op sign, is much easier. Don't forget to spray this window whenever there's a hostage in the store.
Nice.
Next up is another boost from SimpleBonsai. He uses the standard tree boost to get to this branch, from which he jumps on the top of this tree right here. From there, KZ's onto this tree. I don't really like this position all that much, just because you're more exposed than you are in the initial position, and you don't really get that much better of an angle anywhere. But to each their own, and it's good to know that they exist. So next up, we have the final boost that we're stealing from SimpleBonsai. This one is a really good way to guard the hostage pad on the T side. You're able to jump on the top of this tree. If you need to run that back, go ahead and have another look. It'll take you a few tries to get this down, because it doesn't look like you should be able to jump onto it. But once you're up here, you have a really nice view of the hostage pad. You can even see back into the alley here. You're also able to jump on top of this light post. Now we're going to have a look at how to get onto the roof of office by yourself. This play is dependent on the fact that the CTs don't spawn trained, because if there's anyone trained, you run the risk of dying right here as you're exposed to their spawn. Otherwise, you'll be able to make it up here without any issue. If you have a friend up here, you can even double boost onto the high roof. So as I teased in my last video, there's actually a way to get up into the bathroom boost by yourself. If you get on top of the frozen peas right here, and then you stand straight, jump crouch up into here, you're able to get up into the double boost by yourself. If you haven't already checked out my first insertion video, be sure to check it out. It's only about 3 minutes long and it covers all the more basic tips. One more solo boost you can do from Dentist is to get on top of the dentist building right here. It's an alright position, but its real strength comes when you get to the bus. This is the absolute best spot on Insertion to cover this specific angle for entering in co-op through this door. So if your team is intending on going into store through the houses, you might want to spawn at Dentist and go for this boost. Finishing up, we have this boost onto Pizza. Very simple, but very, very powerful. Pizza roof is one of the best roofs you can get on just because of this cover situation. It's really, really good. You're in the middle of the map. People won't really expect you. If you have an M4A1S, they probably won't even hear you if they're in Pizza. Then lastly, we have this simple boost here that you should know about. So sadly, I'm going to have to end the video here because my hard drive's filling up, but I do want to leave you guys with a couple cool pieces of utility. This is a nice pop flash for when you know the enemies are coming forest. It's just super powerful. You're guaranteed to blind people if you throw it like I did. Last, I'll show you guys the train smoke I throw every round. It's a really easy lineup. Just get it to bounce off the wall. Doesn't matter all too much where you throw it. As long as you're looking at the wall, jump throwing it from a distance, it'll bounce. Second to last nade, lining up right here, we're going to look at the third story walkway. And click, we can be anywhere that the nade's going to go in the window. And it'll sail right through for a perfect flashbang on anyone who cares. If you were to throw an explosive grenade using that same lineup, you would blow out the cubicle walls, guaranteeing that your next flashbang will be even more effective. Sig, let me flash out the window. I've been practicing this. Mother. And last but not least, we have an easy forest lineup that you just throw it at the road, and it goes on the road.